2 left for dead in shocking Coronation Street hit and run. The drama escalates in Coronation Street next week as a horrifying hit and run leaves 2 well-loved characters fighting for their lives. With tensions running high and secrets unraveling, Weatherfield is set for another week of explosive events. Monday, March 3rd. Courtroom tensions and a deadly threat. As David dashes into the courtroom, Max breathes a sigh of relief at the sight of his father. With Shona and Lauren offering their support from the gallery, the judge delivers Max's sentence. Given the circumstances of his crime, will he receive a merciful ruling, or will the consequences be severe? Meanwhile, at the salon, David faces another nightmare when Andy arrives wielding a knife. He chillingly reveals that Harvey has put a target on David's back, hoping to cash in on his life insurance. Jenny faces a devastating blow. Daisy presents Jenny with a legal document, explaining that if she wants to buy Carla out, she must transfer ownership of the Rovers to Daniel. The revelation stings, and Jenny later lashes out at Daniel, warning him to be cautious around Daisy. Filled with resentment, Jenny blames Daisy for forcing her into a situation that could cost her the pub she loves. A betrayal and a drunken mistake. Daisy retaliates, reminding Jenny that it was her plan to let Daniel believe the baby was his to ensure he would step in financially. The atmosphere turns even more bitter as Jenny drowns her sorrows in wine, branding this her worst birthday ever. In a moment of recklessness, she makes a drunken pass at Kit, adding further complications to an already messy situation. Tensions rise over a dinner invitation. Sally attempts to play peacemaker, inviting Kevin, Abby, Debbie, and Ronnie over for dinner to mend fences. However, her good intentions backfire when Kevin misinterprets Ronnie's friendly behavior as flirting with Abby. Overcome with jealousy, Kevin's mood darkens, setting the stage for an awkward and tense evening. A surprise stay for Julie. Brian is over the moon when Julie announces her plans to stick around. Thanks to an invitation from Eileen, the unexpected news leaves him hopeful about what this could mean for their relationship. With Julie settling back into life in Weatherfield, Brian finds himself eagerly anticipating what the future holds. Ken's dilemma and a family rift. Ken is unsettled when he learns that Fizz and Tyrone have thrown Cassie out. He later informs Tracy that he has no intention of pressing charges against Cassie, believing she has already lost everything. Tracy, however, is outraged by his leniency. Meanwhile, Hope manages to persuade Tyrone to join Cassie for a drink, raising questions about whether there's still a chance for reconciliation. Dylan's harsh reality. Inside the secure training center, Dylan faces growing hostility. Brody warns him that if he wants to avoid a beating, he must stop acting like a teacher's pet. Caught in a dangerous situation, Dylan is left with a difficult decision: stand his ground or comply to survive. Wednesday, March 5th. Shona senses David's worries and assures him that together they'll find a way out of their current mess. Nick and Sarah meet with David in the pub and are concerned to see him knocking back vodka at lunchtime. Meanwhile, a hungover Jenny admits to Daisy that she made a fool of herself in front of Kit. Spotting Daniel in the pub, Kit takes him to one side and suggests that he should ask Daisy for proof that the baby is actually his. Daniel confronts Daisy and demands that she swear on the baby's life that he's the father. Daisy dashes out of the pub. As a drunk David stumbles into the road, Shona arrives just in time to see a car hurtling towards David. Suddenly Daisy appears and the car plows into both David and Daisy. Having heard the crash, Nick, Sarah, Daniel, Jenny and Kit fly out of the Rovers to find David and Daisy seriously injured. Shona tends to David, but it's clear he's bleeding to death as Kit calls an ambulance. Jenny and Daniel rush to Daisy's side and beg her to wake up, worried for her baby. Friday, March 7th. The residents are left reeling as they pray that David and Daisy will pull through. Kit starts asking questions about the crash. Carla insists on returning to work, when Betsy draws her attention to a news report on the radio about a sighting of Rob in the Brighton area. Carla hopes they catch him soon. However, when she returns home to find the door open and signs that someone has been in the flat, She wonders if Rob is closer to home. When Fabians try to force Aaliyah to take on a coercive control case, she quits her job, but she's stunned when they bill her for her training and asks Adam for her old job back. Meanwhile, when Yasmin tells Aaliyah she's been offered a job working for a charity in London and wants to sell her share in Speed Doll. When Eileen suggests they spend the day together, Julie makes excuses, leaving Eileen put out. Brody urges Dylan to stop skulking about the STC and get a job with him sorting parcels.
Quý vị và các bạn vừa xem xong một sản phẩm của Streetspoilers. Hẹn gặp quý vị và các bạn ở các tập tiếp theo.